My name is Jacqueline Cuevas. I'm from Southwest Detroit. I'm Mexican and Puerto Rican. My mother came from Mexico at the age of 13. I am a licensed massage therapist. I'm a mother of 3. I'm not practicing massage because it's too taxing on my body. I have psychogenic non-epileptic seizures, and in 2020 I was diagnosed with epilepsy. So I love to talk for the side. I like to motivate people and empower people to be who they are and know that who they are is enough at all times, just as they are. And I like to do that with dance. As a good Latina, I guess I bring a little sazon to the table. I just love to dance. So you dance, you don't have to think about it. It just comes naturally, like the seizures. And that's where I feel that I fit in when I'm performing or dancing. I was denied my diagnosis for a lot of my life, and it's very emotional for me because no one should be denied their diagnosis. I remember at 5 I began to see stars and smell chicken, but no one really. You're 5, you're playing pretend. At 16 I started to fall and just wake up, not know what happened. The doctors did not find anything. I was not diagnosed. My mom thought I was doing it for attention, that I could pray it away. When I was pregnant with my first child, I was diagnosed with psychogenic non-epileptic seizures, which was also a relief because that too meant that I wasn't faking it. The stress of my pregnancies made me have about 25 to 40 seizures a day. Well, and in May or March of 2020, we were waiting for a mattress to come in, and all the kids, I have 3 children. I'm a mother of 3, ages 12, 9, and 6. They were on the floor, and I woke up early so I can get some me time. I went to go get some of my clothing, and I tripped over my daughter's leg, and I hit my head on the corner of my dresser. My husband went to work, and I started not to recognize my children. They got really worried, and they called my mother. I had a concussion, and I began not to be able to control my bowels, urinating myself, not being able to walk. I couldn't feel the right side of my body. It was very hard to walk. Headaches, they just took over. I would not be able to see out of my right eye, and just a piercing noise. And I kept calling my neurologist. Something is not right. Something is not right. And I advocated for myself to get a walker, to get diapers, to get a caregiver. And I went into the epilepsy monitoring unit on September 9th, 2020. They put the probes on my head. I stayed there 2 days, and I was finally diagnosed with epilepsy. Which is just so relieving because I officially wasn't making it up. It was real this time. They prescribed me a medication, and for the first time in a very long time, I was 96 days seizure-free. You can't imagine the feeling. I didn't know that I could be functional. I didn't know that I fit in. I wasn't a good mother because I had seizures. I wasn't a good wife because I had seizures. I wasn't worthy of anything because I had seizures. And every Christmas and every birthday and every New Year, I wished that my seizures would go away. My kids always asked me if I was going to die, if I was going to come back from the hospital. And of course they say I was, but I didn't know if I was. It was just so exhausting. Again, with the diagnosis of epilepsy, I had medication. There's really nothing for non-epileptic seizures other than therapy and maybe a psych medication. But with this, I had an official diagnosis that wasn't dismissed by doctors as pseudo seizures or fake seizures. I can't tell you the amount of times that I would see the social workers or the doctors, and they would say, "You don't look sick. You don't look like you're sick. You're faking it." I decided to join SAM because what does a sick person look like? There is no poster child for a sick person, because I like to wear heels and I like to dress up. Why do you wear heels if you use a walker? Because it's not my feet, it's my legs, it's my mind telling my body to do something that I don't want it to do. The medical world is who you need in the society to validate you. And they're most often the people who discredit you. I don't know what systematic change looks like, but I know that it begins with people being authentic to their story and their truth and not budging. If you're denied by one doctor 2, 3, 4, know that you are worthy of getting a proper diagnosis. Of allies, allies are here. I never thought that I was era digna. I'm speaking in Spanish because that's where my brain is going. I didn't know that I was worthy of allies because for so long I felt like I was too able for the disabled and too disabled for the able. I didn't know where I fit in. Numerous amount of times when I need the buggy or when I need my walker, oh, she's fine, she's faking it, she's lazy, I need it more. Or when I've had the handicap pass, oh, she's fine. Where do we fit in? We have to get in unison with the medical field. I am going to be speaking with a lot of policymakers today, and I'm quite nervous about it. I've never done this before, but you don't have to do it before to make a change, to bring your voice. The advice that I would give to policymakers is to see us as humans, different from you. And maybe I'm going too far, but just as they are different races and different religions, there are different abilities, and I like to call my disability a differability. I'm different, but we are still very capable, and we need people with different abilities to just include us, to think about us, to ask us, to invite us in your policy making, in your decisions. And if you don't know, go out and find somebody who knows, who can tell you their experience, who can come from a genuine part and share it with you so you can share with them and we can coexist.